Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Thursday, the 4th of May 2023. In today's Millwall news, we're starting to get a bit of stuff about the game on Monday, and here we go. This is from millwallfc.co.uk. It's training pictures. Millwall squad train at Calvert Road on Wednesday as preparations ramped up for Bank Holiday Monday's visit of Blackburn Rovers in the Sky Bet Championship. And the pictures haven't loaded, so that's great. So let's just skip that because my computer's being stupid. This is from SouthwarkNews.co.uk. Millwall boss says improved squad depth has helped playoff push. So the Lions were able to freshen up their starting lineup against Blackpool last week by making changes. Well, it does help having a squad depth when if they're not fit, then it's kind of irrelevant. So Gary Rowett stressed the importance of Millwall's squad depth as they close in on their first top six finish since returning to the Championship. The Lions have their fate in their own hands after overcoming a dip in form that saw them win just one of 7 games before the trip to Blackpool. However, 3 points on the final day of the season against Blackburn Rovers will see them over the line and present them with a shot at promotion to the Premier League. While injuries to Charlie Cresswell, Murray Wallace and George Honeyman have certainly dented their aspirations, other players have stepped in the starting lineup to help Millwall achieve their goal, something which Rowett believes has been crucial in the latter stages of the campaign. We spoke to the old squad about it, he told News at 10. We're going to need everybody. We showed that last 10 or 15 games with the injuries that we've had. You can go from someone like Duncan, Shax or Starzy where you're injured or frustrated that you're not playing, but then you come in and start and you have to make the difference at this stage of the season. It shows the importance of making sure that you do the work and making sure that you have the right mentality. Indeed. I think Gary Rowett has mentioned this before. He doesn't want squad players. They need to be ready to go. They're not just like slumming it on the sidelines. They need to be ready to go, which is why 2 weeks ago we saw an under-21 game where a lot of we had Biakovsky, we had SA, we had Berry, we had Mason Bennett, Billy Mitchell was in there. I think someone else was in there as well. So yeah, he did that because they hadn't played that much and they need to be ready to go if they need called on. You know what I'm saying? So, but one thing I would say is deeper. Squad depth. Let's get it deeper. Thank you. Now moving on to this transfer. We're getting there. It's what is it? The end of June. We're going to start signing players from the 1st of July officially. Of course, you can start speaking to players from January 1st about signing them on the 1st of July. So, is the stuff starting to leak out about what we're doing behind the scenes? This is from LondonNewsOnline.co.uk. Millwall boss responds to transfer link to Fulham defender Joe Bryan. Millwall boss Gary Rowett has responded to a transfer link to Fulham left back Joe Bryan. That's him up there. Let's have a go up. There you go. Left back. So we certainly do need a left back. No offense to Murray Wallace and Scott Malone, but I think that is if you want to strengthen on first on everyone's list would be that position, and then probably a more attacking right back. Even though Danny McNamara is the fans' favourite, a right back who can go forward. And then you would probably think I would think a centre back as well because the last 2 seasons obviously we've loaned in a centre back, Danny Ballard and Charlie Cresswell. I'm not sure if they were thinking that Coops would be going away soon or if Hutch was a bit injury prone. But last 2 seasons they've loaned in a centre back. So there you go. The defender could be out of contract this summer, although the West Londoners hold an option to extend his terms by a further 12 months. Well, if they hold the option, why would they not do that? And why would they not do that and then say, oh, Millwall, do you want to buy him anyway? This is the price. And like, just to get an extra whatever, they would want 250k or whatever, because he's only got 12 months on his contract, which they just extended. At this stage of the season, it's transfer time, where players are going to be linked there, and ones we're going to get mentioned in the same breath as. Right, told the South London Press. We'll have loads of targets for the summer, depending on which division we're in and depending where we are. Very optimistic there. Very optimistic from Gary Rowett, depending on which division we are. He still believes. He still believes. There will be lots of them. I'm not going to rule anyone in or rule anyone out. I haven't sat down and specifically nailed down which players we are looking to sign. He's a good player. He's a good player for a number of years at this level. I'm sure there will be a lot of interest from lots of other teams in someone like him. So, of course, it's part and parcel of being a football manager that you don't really mention things like this. You don't say anything about that. You just have to keep it very diplomatic. So he said what we expected him to say. Usually they don't even say if they're good players or not, but they just say, "Oh, we can't really talk about that. He's someone else's player." Now looking ahead to Monday, let's go back and see if these have loaded yet. No, shall we try? I'm gonna try refresh this. Look at this. My laptop's being really stupid again, but we'll see. We'll see. Here we go. So here's the training pictures. I think everyone's fit except for the ones that are out. If that makes sense. There's George Long there, Bidakovsky, Donald Truman. The other day, wasn't it? Very sunny. That's good. Get some vitamin D in you. All sweating very hard. Good stuff. Good stuff. Still wearing the leggings there, Scotland. Still wearing the leggings. And we're back round. So there you go. Now looking ahead to Monday, we're looking ahead to tomorrow, to Friday, which is this video's coming out on Friday morning, 6 a.m. ish. Millwall under 21s versus Sheffield Wednesday. So this is on Friday lunchtime, 12:30 kickoff. It's at the training ground, so this isn't at the Den. So this is from the official club website, millwallfc.co.uk. Millwall under 21s welcome Sheffield Wednesday in the Professional Development League on Friday afternoon. Kevin Nugent's side return to home soil to complete their league season before the playoffs, in which the Lions' semi-final opponents are yet to be determined, begin. Knowing 3 points would solidify top spot, beating nearest challengers Bristol City to the summit. If you don't know, Millwall have already made the playoffs. It's just whether they finish first or whether they finish second. Unfortunately, all the other games are today as well, and they're after our game. But if Millwall get at least 1 point in their game, which is the first game to kick off, then they will be top spot guaranteed, which means that they'll probably play Wigan or there was like 2 or 3 teams that they could play in the northern section in the semi-final. Millwall will be hoping to continue their unbeaten home run, stretching across the campaign, racking up 31 points and 40 goals in as little as 13 matches. So many goals. Their last match in SC16 saw a playoff spot confirmed as they eased past Crewe Alexandria 5-0 at the Den. Last time out, Nugent's men picked up an impressive away win at Wigan Athletic, responding twice from going behind to gain a 3-2 victory on the same day that the first team won 3-2 at Blackpool. A sign of a never say die attitude that's seen the Lions go on an 8-game unbeaten run at the business end of the season. Domu Amaku returned from injury with a goal from the penalty spot last week, whilst Frankie Vid showed Mill's strength from set pieces in netting his 4th goal for the club. Nana Boateng found the winner against the Latics. A point would be enough for the Lions to win the division due to their impressive goal difference. However, 3 points will be desired to carry momentum into the playoffs. To do so, they will have to beat a Sheffield Wednesday side who currently sit bottom of the northern section. Updates will be available on @Millwall Academy on Twitter. So there you go. 12:30 kickoff, Friday lunchtime. Now, again, we're starting to look ahead. We're getting more stuff about Monday's game, and here we go. Millwall have got a message for you. It's a message they send out every year. I'm sure you know what this is before I even mention it. It's the last game of the season, so what do you think they're going to say? Millwall.co.uk. Ahead of Mill's fixture against Blackburn Rovers on Bank Holiday Monday, the Lions have issued the following message. As a thank you for your outstanding support during the season, the squad and management would love to show you their appreciation to you at the end of the game with a lap of honour and a presentation of awards such as Player of the Season and Young Player of the Season. Well, they're doing that at the end of the game. Why not before the game? Oh yeah, as well. So obviously today, Friday the 5th, they're having their club ding dong do, aren't they? A banquet, whatever, tonight at the Den. So I'm sure they're going to mention who's won the awards there, which for some reason upset a lot of players, a lot of people. But, so no matter how high emotions are, pitch invasions cannot be tolerated. Please do not put the welfare of the players, coaches, club staff, and fellow fans at risk. There is more spotlight on this than ever before because of events at other grounds, and the club and the fans would face severe sanctions if people run onto the pitch. We want everyone to enjoy the game together. Thank you. Yeah, there is more spotlight on this game. This is a winning you're in. Winning you're in. So this is like we win and with this game we're in the playoffs. Everyone wants to celebrate. They're going to go to Lally. If we lose, we're fucking losers again. We've lost out of the playoffs for the second season running. Although last year it was a bit ropey, we needed other results to go. We were in Blackburn's position last season because we had to beat Bournemouth and then hope two other results went our way. So obviously that was a bit ropey, but it was still on the last game of the season. But that was away. But here, this is our home. If we win, we're in. If we draw, we've got to look at other results. So either way, it's emotions will be running high, as they say. They will be running high. But yeah, keep your ass off the grass, they're saying. And they say this every year, and you all ignore them. So crack on. Also looking ahead, national anthem to be sung ahead of the Blackburn clash. Because there's new words, they've updated it. Ahead of Monday's Sky Bet Championship fixture against Blackburn Rovers, the national anthem will be played to mark the King's coronation, the coronation of His Majesty King Charles. Aye, aye, aye. It will take place on Saturday, the 6th of May, and the coming match will be Millwall Sports' first opportunity to celebrate together. God Save the King will be played immediately before kickoff. Yeah, so they've changed the words from Queen to King, which is a bit weird. God Save the King. I don't know. God Save the Queen. Seems God Save the Queen is ubiquitous for so many years, all your life. I don't know, it seems more fitting that the God should save the Queen, because she's a woman, and she might need saving. Is that misogynist? Probably. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of British history, you've got the three longest serving monarchs, and probably most respected. Elizabeth I, Elizabeth II, and Queen Victoria. So I think having a queen seems to suit this country more than having a king, probably. Kings kind of bring a lot of trouble, and we wait to see what kind of trouble we get from King Charles, although he's very old, and he probably won't be around for long because he's got a number of health issues. I don't know if you've seen his fingers, sausage fingers he's got. That can't be good for you. Is that hypertension or whatever causes that? That cannot be good for you. So yeah. And on that note, thank you for watching, and